Hi everyone, this is Dan, and this is a different type of video. Some of you probably may have noticed that Birds of Prey, I believe, opened Thursday night. Uh, According to some people, it's not doing too well, but that wouldn't be anything new for a DC movie, let's be honest. Anyhow, the point of this video was so the main protagonist of Birds of Prey and the one they're advertising the most is the character that Margot Robbie plays, and that is Harley Quinn. And I have sort of I guess, I wouldn't say it's a hot take, it's more of a confused view of the character. So, what's interesting about Harley Quinn, and most people know this, but she's not originally a comic book character. She was actually created for Batman the Animated Series, which I grew up watching as a kid. I was, as I said, of a '90s kid, even though I love '80s comics way more than '90s comics. But it's been interesting to watch Harley Quinn in both animation and movies, and I never read her comics just because I'm not that much of a DC guy. And as I'm about to explain, I don't like the character. So when I grew up, the Harley Quinn episodes were always my least favorite of Batman the Animated Series. I really did like Batman the Animated Series. I wasn't, I wouldn't say my view is that of a critic's, because I always felt the X-Men animated series was my favorite and I felt was better. But then again, I'm in the minority. A lot of people, really, really like Batman the Animated Series, and I was one of them. But what always struck me about the Harley Quinn episodes was just as a kid, I was just so annoyed by the character. She had a very, I don't know if it's technically New Jersey or some part of, or maybe like a borough from New York, but she had that East Coast accent that was really whiny, and it drove me freaking nuts. Her character made no sense in a lot of ways. Like it always struck me as weird, and that she was, I guess, a therapist or psychologist for the Joker, and she was treating the Joker, and the Joker kind of, basically converted her to going crazy. And I always thought that that character, arc, and I guess in the newer comics they kind of mess with it, but I've always found that people that were, and again, I'm not saying everybody who likes Harley Quinn is like that, but I've always found that girls that were into Harley Quinn were a little odd. And that was just my personal experience. I'm not making the claim that that all people that like Harley Quinn are a little odd, but there was something a little off with people that were obsessed with the character. And I've personally never liked the character, just because I've never found, first off, I never thought the character was attractive or hot. I always thought it was a really ugly look. The whole costume and the design of the character, even the newer one where she has like a multi-dyed hair and the shortcut halter and the t-shirt, even that one's kind of ugly, just because it looks like some like trashy chick, that's probably got an opioid or a heroin addiction or something like that. But the episodes always kind of were like, she was an annoying sidekick character. She would get the jump on Robin or Batman with like a hammer or her stupid little freaking toy guns or something like that. And it was a character that always annoyed me. And after so my favorite episodes in Batman the Animated Series were always the Mr. Freeze episodes. I love the Mr. Freeze in Batman the Animated Series. Those episodes were dope. I like the Scarecrow episodes. I like some of the Poison Ivy episodes. I did not like the Poison Ivy Harley Quinn episodes, just because I couldn't stand this character. So I remember when Suicide Squad came out and everyone was all hyped up because Margot Robbie was going to be playing Harley Quinn. And I really like Margot Robbie in Wolf of Wall Street for various reasons. And I didn't watch. I think she was in a Tarantino movie. I didn't watch that, but I heard she did a good job in that movie. I guess I've always been confused. She's not a true comic book character. She sort of became a comic book character from the animated series, and I never quite understood why people really liked her. So she's kind of in an abusive relationship with the Joker, right? She doesn't really, she doesn't really have an iconic sort of relationship with Batman, other than to be the sidekick of Joker, right, and the love interest of Joker. And I think the final straw was when I was going through, I think, Amazon Prime or some other video streaming service, and I sat down and I started watching a animated series from DC. And usually DC makes really good animated movies and shorts and stuff. And it was Batman and Harley Quinn, and I was like, oh god. I was kind of bored though, so I was like, and I was also in a Batman animated series mood, so I was like, all right, let's see what the new stuff looks like. And I freaking hated that movie, every second of it. It was just a lot of cornball jokes. It was just, I sat there and I was like, Batman and I think, what was it, Nightwing or Robin or whoever was just getting freaking cucked by by Harley Quinn the whole goddamn movie. Oh, it just freaking sucked so bad. And I guess the point of this video was kind of venting just my frustration about DC and their weird, obsession with this character. It's just not an inspiring character, and she's not really, she's not even really hot, honestly. Like, at least with like Poison Ivy, especially with a lot of the artwork and stuff that has been done of her, you can kind of see it. You're like, yeah, Poison Ivy is like a really, really, hot femme fatale. You could see why there would be people that liked her, right? And even so, Wonder Woman, her fan base, right, is not nearly as crazy as people who are into Harley Quinn. And Wonder Woman definitely has had much, much better art than Harley Quinn too. It might be just I just don't like the design. It's just a really stupid looking design. Just a female jester, right? And not even like so. I guess the form of the character looks decent, right? In her costume, but the white face and the stupid jester hat that she's always had on just looks so freaking stupid. I always thought that when I was watching the animated series, and I still think that now anytime I see her in the classic costume. And I'm not a fan of the new one either, the Margot Robbie sort of look. That one looks stupid as well. I'm going to be dead honest, dude. It looks really, really stupid. But I guess my point being on this little mini rant, right, not to go too long, is that I've never understood why this character is great. And I've never understood why DC, both their movie divisions and their comic divisions and their animated divisions, spend so much time on this character. I'm gonna be dead honest, man. There's like a bunch of other female DC characters that I think are better than Harley Quinn. Certainly a lot more attractive or better on the eyes. And sometimes I question why even just regular people like this character so much. Because, like, what about this character is so interesting or attractive? I never understood it. Is it the nature of like an abusive relationship? Is that what it is? Anyhow, that's enough of my rant. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this video. I'm just looking at all these videos of Birds of Prey and Harley Quinn, and I'm just like, oh, God, when can this character get out of the news? Maybe we'll convince DC to do some of their more interesting characters, right? Anyway, that's it. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up to like. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the bell for notifications. And I will see you next time.